Hello again, this is Scott Wasserman with WSI Internet Marketing. This video I just created on Facebook lists, how to use them, what they're for, kind of came about in a funny way where a friend of mine the other day posted a very funny cartoon on Facebook, and I happen to know she's friends with my daughter as well, who's 13. Although it was very, very funny, maybe it was a little edgy in my opinion for my 13-year-old daughter. So I, no harm, no foul, and I asked her if she knew anything about lists, and she didn't, and asked if I could enlighten her. So I did a couple searches, and I really couldn't find one that kind of fit the profile, so I thought I'd create one. So here we go. Facebook lists are something that you can go ahead, and most people don't know about them, but you can go ahead and you can basically, use them for one of three things. Number one, you can use them to basically in your news feed only view certain groups of people that you want to view. For example, maybe your high school friends or your work friends or whatever the case may be. Second, if you just want to post something to a specific group, let's say again using the high school example, let's say there's a high school reunion, you want to post about it, but there's no reason for nobody else really cares and they don't really want to see it, so you're just going to go ahead and post just to that particular list. And then of course maybe there's the exception list where you want everyone to see what you're posting. You have no issue with that, but maybe you have an issue, like I said, using the same example, where your daughter may be 13 years old in this case, and I don't want to go ahead and post something that might offend them, or they don't understand or they shouldn't see, in my opinion. So I exempt them out from the entire post, the entire list. So let's jump in so I can show you first how to create a list. So what you're going to do is jump to your home page, and when you get to your home page, go to the left hand side. When it comes up, I guess Facebook is acting a little slow today. There we go. Well, I guess it wasn't. It was just down there. Ooh, look at that lobster. Thank you, Jenna. Go down to your friends and click on more. And when you get there, these are all the lists that I already have in there, including Facebook's own smart lists that they've created, which that's a subject for a different time. But let's say you want to create a list, and then we're going to title it, let's say in this case, test Facebook list. Okay? Now, in the next box is members. In this particular box, you can, if you know the people that you want to put in this list, let's say it's a list of 10 people that you work with and you want them in this particular list, you can go ahead and start typing their name in. Now, I'm a very visual person. I prefer to actually see who I'm putting in that list, so I just create a blank list and then I start adding visual photos from there. So here you can see now I have a news feed that's blank. It says test Facebook list. And down here, I'm going to add friends to this list to see their updates. So I'm going to add friends, and I'm just going to go ahead and just click on just different people, no particular order, just for this purpose. And now you can see it's populated with just people that I just put in there. Okay? All right. So that's one thing. So now you can just view a particular feed from people that you want to see, maybe your high school friends or your college friends. Okay. Now let's go back to the home page. Now, let's say I want to. Ooh, that lobster looks good, doesn't it? Let's go back to the home page, and on the home page, let's say I want to post something, update my status, add a video. And as you can see over here, there's a little drop down next to friends, my friends. So I'm going to hit the drop down here, and I'm going to go down to custom. Okay. Now, in that custom profile, the first thing it says is make this visible to, I'm going to say my friends. So let's try this. Make this visible to, let's say my friends. I'm going to make this visible to my friends. So I'm going to make it visible to my friends. I'm going to post a kind of a funny cartoon, but as I used in the example before, I think the cartoon might be a little bit edgy. So I have a list I have created in here called Children Under Age. And these are basically kids that are could be my daughter, could be friends of hers that have friended me. It could be kids that are anywhere under the age of maybe 16, 17 that are maybe even in my kickboxing class. whatever it may be. I just kind of segment them there that way. If I'm posting something that maybe I feel might be a little bit edgy, I don't want them to see it. I don't want to get in trouble from their parents. So this way it's kind of safe, and I know at least I'm doing the right thing from my perspective. So save changes. So now it says custom, and if you notice, it says friends except for children under age. And that's it. So now I can go ahead and post that little comic, and that's the only people that will see it are all my friends, or except for the kids that are underage. So that's basically it. That's what it's for. I could also go ahead and, like I said, let's say I wanted to do something about my high school reunion, but it really has no interest to anybody else that I'm friends with. So I can go back down to that custom button right there. From here, I can go to specify lists, specific lists, and in this case, I can do my, let's say, high school. Brookline High School. Now, two are going to pop up. One that is kind of like what's called a smart list that Facebook kind of pulled when people put in their high school. They kind of pulled it from there, and the next is a list that I created. And then hide it from nobody else because it's only going to post to those people, and I'll hit Save Changes. Okay, that's it. Now again, custom Brookline High. That's it. The only people that will see it are people that I went to high school with. Very simple. Now, keep in mind, Facebook doesn't have a default anymore where it defaults, say, back to your friends. So if that's your default posting, put it there. What I have noticed recently is that many people have their settings on public. And when it's on public, keep in mind that means that anybody that you are friends with or not friends with can see whatever you post. So you might want to take a peek at your own timeline just to see, because I do this myself, and sometimes I do it on purpose and sometimes it's by mistake. Maybe there are people you don't want them to see something you posted. So for example, in this case, I actually wanted everyone to see this, but I was showing somebody else what you can change it. But let's say you go down and you see this little globe. That means it's public. And if it's public, that means everybody, even if you're not friends with them and they just search for you and they find you, it means they can see it. So in that case, don't fret. You can go ahead and make the change right from here, even though it's already posted, and put it right to friends, and boom, now only friends can see it. And you can go down through your timeline and see if you made any kind of faux pas, so to speak. So that's it for today. Once again, my name is Scott Wasserman. If you have any questions, look for me on Facebook. And that's it for today. And we'll see you at the next video. Thanks.